Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Austin, and on this channel we talk about digging deeper and going further to better understand faith and film and everything that is in between. If that sounds exciting to you, make sure to click on that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any new videos coming to the channel. If you are into Blu-ray collecting and haul videos, I share one of those a month with what Blu-rays that I'm picking up. So there's something in there for just about everybody, and would love to have you join the community. And with all of that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. My Steelbook collection video was one of the first videos on this channel to really blow up. It got hundreds of views just in the first few days and made me incredibly excited to come back about a year later, because I want to do yearly updates on this collection and share with you what I've been picking up since my last Steelbook collection video. Similar to the previous video, I'll show off the Steelbook, tell you a little bit about it, tell you how I got it, and just enjoy sitting back and looking at some awesome Steelbooks. First, this is one I've had for some time and is probably still one of my favorite Steelbooks in the collection. That is A Quiet Place. This is a really cool textured cover with the claw marks going across the front. On the back we have If They Hear You, They Hunt You, and inside it includes the Blu-ray, the DVD. There's not really any artwork on the inside, just some whatever stuff. But this is one of my favorite movies. It was my favorite movie the year that it was released, and one that as soon as I saw the Steelbook that they had come up with for it, was immediately on board and planning to buy it day one. Already, whatever they come up with for Quiet Place 2's Steelbook, I know I'm picking that one up to maintain the consistency for these movies. Next, we have a Steelbook that I actually picked up for my wife for Christmas. That is for A Star Is Born. This is the one that they sold at Walmart. And A Star Is Born was one of my wife's favorite movies when it came out, so I wanted to get her a little extra special version of the movie. She's not as into collecting and finding cool collector's versions of this stuff, so this was kind of for me, kind of for her, but I tell myself it's for her. So this is the one for A Star Is Born, an excellent Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga movie. It's not super fancy, but it's just cool enough with the glossy front, really cool guitar cover with the two of them on the front, star on the back with a microphone. Inside you got the Blu-ray, the DVD. You probably noticed already I trim down the cardboard paper backings on these and stick them inside because I like to save them. I don't know if everyone does, but I really like to keep that because I enjoy reading the backs, reading the information, that kind of thing. Next, we have Django Unchained. This is one of the first Steelbooks that I picked up. This is probably my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. It's probably also my favorite Christopher Waltz movie, so this one's pretty high up. I go back and forth on Django and Inglourious Basterds for this one on my favorite Quentin Tarantino movies, so this one's really cool out of my collection. You got Jamie Foxx on the back looking as cool as ever, and inside you got the Blu-ray. This one didn't quite fit, so I just leave it folded up in here. But this is one of my favorite Steelbooks just because it was one of the first Steelbooks that I picked up and added to my collection, so I absolutely love having that one a part of the collection. This next one's really cool. The Blu-ray for Drive is okay, but as soon as I saw the Steelbook for this one, I knew I had to get it, and that is for Ryan Gosling in Drive. Drive is a movie I recently discovered on Netflix just a few months ago, and quickly recognized and appreciated how cool and awesome this movie is. It's not your typical getaway driver-y crime drama movie, but it's really cool, really uniquely well done. It's a very cool film. And this is the Steelbook. I got it, I think, for about twice as much as you can get the Blu-ray, but it was worth it to me just because of how cool and retro, kind of neon looking it is. There's not really anything on the back. The binding is pretty standard too. And the pink interior is very much going with the vibe of the movie with very neon lights. And this one just includes the Blu-ray and the sleeve and the paper as well. But one that I love having in the collection just because I thought the Blu-ray was okay, but I really wanted to do something different for the Steelbook, and it was not that much more money. Next, one of the most unique Steelbooks in my collection. From the moment I got this one, could not wait to show it off in my next Steelbook collection. So we're finally here to show it off. You've probably seen it in my Blu-ray hauls for the month that I got it, but that is Hot Fuzz. Hot Fuzz is one of my favorite buddy cop action comedy movies. It is with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, who are some of my favorite comedic actors. This is a really cool comic book looking cover. When the heat is on, you gotta call the Fuzz. I recently rewatched this one and just absolutely love and appreciate everything that this movie is. It's so cool, so well done. On the back, it maintains kind of the comic book look to it as well. And then inside, you got the Blu-ray, the DVD. They didn't have a paper for this one since it's all in the back, which I did like that because, like I said, I like seeing all this stuff. So it was nice that I didn't have to worry about trimming it down, sticking it inside, that kind of thing. I'm sure you've quickly noticed that I have a story of some kind for just about each and every Steelbook in my collection, and this one is no different. This one is one I was hunting down for a long, long time. Now, I picked this one up just a few months ago at an FYE. That is the Italian job. This is the Target Steelbook that they do. They kind of have this style. You'll see another one that I have later in the video. And this is one of my favorite heist movies. I like Mark Wahlberg a lot in this one. Mini Cooper is my favorite car. I would love to own one day, so it's awesome seeing those in here. This story behind this one is my brother got the Steelbook for this one a few years ago, and ever since I saw it, I've been extremely jealous of it. And I could not express my excitement more than I did when I found this in an FYE for like $9 or $10. That was hands down an instant pickup for me. On the back, you got a little more showing off of a helicopter, the Mini Coopers, that kind of thing. On the inside, I got the paper, got the Blu-ray, one that I had on DVD for a while and was holding off on the Blu-ray upgrade until I could find a good deal on that Steelbook, one that I love having in the collection. Quick reminder before I continue the video, I'd want to know what Steelbooks you have in your collection. How many do you got? What are your favorite ones? I'm always looking for some cool collector ones that I might want to pick up, so maybe you got one that I haven't even known is existent yet. So do not forget to comment below with your favorite Steelbooks you have in your collection. Right now, let's move on. This is one for Jack Reacher, Never Go Back. I have the regular Blu-ray for the first movie. Found this for I think $5 or $6 in an FYE. It's got a really cool kind of matte textured cover, and then on the back, you should start running because I'm gonna start hunting. The Jack Reacher movies are pretty cool. I like the first one a good bit more than the second one. I like the second one a good bit because Kobe Smulders is in it, and she's one of my favorite actresses. I absolutely adore her from How I Met Your Mother. She's been my celeb crush for a long time. And so this one's pretty standard, Blu-ray DVD, you got the paper on the interior. Nothing too fancy, but this is one that I was happy to pick up for a good deal and add to my collection. Next, either this or Django Unchained is probably my first Steelbook that I picked up. I don't remember where I got this one, but this has a really cool matte cover on the front. This is one of my favorite Mark Wahlberg movies. This is one of my favorite war movies as well. I absolutely love the story that is told here. It's an incredibly heroic tale. On the back, we got all the guys that are in the main characters for the story. Inside, you got the Blu-ray, you got the DVD, I got the little paper cover in there. But this is one, again, probably one of the first Steelbooks that I picked up and really got me into picking up Steelbooks from time to time. Lone Survivor is one of my favorite movies. I haven't seen it for a few years, so that reminds me I need to go back and watch that again sometime. It's one I've been wanting to show my wife too, because she can be into war movies from time to time. So if I catch her in the right mood soon, I'll show that to her. Next, this one's funny because I said this in the last Steelbook collection video and I'll say it again. This movie is a perfect example of me not being able to pass up a good Steelbook deal. I have since become a little more discerning in that, but this is for the movie Lucy. I picked this up for $3 or $4 at a Big Lots a year or two ago. And I'm not a huge fan of the movie. I like it. I like a lot of the concepts, but as a package, I'm not a huge fan of it. But I saw it and was like, whew, that's a really cool casing. I got all the math and sciencey stuff on the back. Inside, Blu-ray DVD paper, standard. But I really love Steelbooks, so I at least liked the movie, so thought it was a decent one to add to the collection. Next, we have one that I actually did not pick up myself. This one is for Shawshank Redemption. This is one that one of my close college friends got me as a wedding gift. because he's that cool. He got me this and a couple other movies because he knew I was into movies and wanted to get me something a little more unique and different as a wedding present. And I could not have been more happy when I opened it up and saw that it was a Steelbook for Shawshank Redemption, one of the greatest movies ever made. On the back, you got Tim Robbins, Morgan Freeman chilling in the prison. And then inside you got the Blu-ray with kind of the old style of they had of the artwork, cardboard paper cover, trimmed that down, stuck that in there. This is one of my favorite movies. It's been a couple of years or so since I've seen it. I need to go back. I keep wanting to show it to my wife. I'm not sure if she'll like it, but I hope she will. So watch that again sometime soon. This is another one that I saw and immediately wanted to get the moment it was announced. That is for Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Looking back on it now, it's like, yeah, it's a cool cover. And since then, I've not been motivated enough to get the Steelbooks for all of the sequel trilogy movies in the Star Wars universe, but I did really, really like this one and still proud to have this on the collection. It's got Captain Phasma on the back, which is an interesting choice because she's probably one of the weakest characters in the story. It would have probably been better to put someone like Rey on the back of it. But on the inside, we got the Blu-ray, the bonus features disc, the DVD, and then there's no clips to hold the paper in here, so it just kind of rests in here. But that's one I love having in the collection. It's cool to have at least one Star Wars movie on Steelbook, so one that I'm very happy to have. As mentioned with the Italian Job, I have another Target Steelbook. That's for Super 8. The funny thing with this one is it's the complete opposite situation of the Italian Job, where I was jealous of my brother's Steelbook, where I got this for I think $6 at Target a number of years ago, and my brother was super jealous of that one and spent a long time looking for it. I think in the end he found it on eBay somewhere, but I had to pay almost an arm and a leg for it, but he wanted it really bad. So this is another like 3D cover. I like the style that Target chooses for their Steelbooks, a little more unique. It's got the couple of the main characters on the back, and then on the inside you got the Blu-ray and then the paper as well. So this is one of my favorite J.J. Abrams movies. I really like it. It's kind of the Stranger Things before Stranger Things, so it's really cool vibe that it puts off, and as well as a good story too. So if you've not seen this one, this is a cool one to check out. It'll definitely scratch that Stranger Things itch until we get season 4, hopefully soon. This is another cool one, Top Gun. This is one that I believe is I got this at Target, but it's not like a Target Steelbook because it's pretty normal style. So kind of glossy front. You got a couple of the jets on the back, and then on the inside, Blu-ray DVD paper, pretty standard. Top Gun is just a really cool, really fun movie. I was watching a John Flickinger video today, and he's just like, it's not really a plane movie, it's just a bromance movie, just watching guys all oiled up playing volleyball on the beach. But it's a really fun one. I showed it to my wife for the first time recently. She enjoyed it. I think she'll probably like the second one more because a little more contemporary. She's not huge into older movies, but I'm very excited for the sequel, hopefully coming out this summer. At the very least, I want to see this movie this year. But Top Gun, another really cool Steelbook. This one is kind of dangerous because it was the last of the Underworld movies that I needed to upgrade to Blu-ray. I had a couple of them on Blu-ray, most of them on DVD, so I was slowly upgrading those to Blu-ray. And I got this one at an FYE for about $10, I think. This is Rise of the Lycans, so the third one, kind of the spin-off origin story one. And they have one of a similar art style for each of them. Really, really cool, really good on the eyes. The reason I say this is dangerous is because of how much I like the artwork and style of these ones, and it makes me want to get the Steelbook for all of them. But I already have them on Blu-ray, so it's just quote-unquote a waste of money, but they're so cool looking. The outside's really cool. The inside's pretty standard, just the Blu-ray and the paper interior, but it's still really cool. Really nice artwork. I don't know the name of it. It's said on here, but I'm not sure of the artist for it, but it's super cool. I've seen a couple of the other Steelbooks at FYEs for these, and I've been so tempted to do it, but I just can't justify it because I already have them on Blu-ray. Lastly, one of my favorite movies, and one that I quickly picked up on Steelbook, Whiplash. This is one of my favorite Miles Teller performances, J.K. Simmons performances, and Damien Chazelle is one of my favorite directors. And this is a really cool Steelbook, just kind of hinting. It's so like ambiguous. Like you just see the symbol on it, you see a splash of blood, and if you don't know anything about the movie, you're like, why is there blood on the symbol? You got the symbol, it continues in the back. It's really cool because it kind of completes the artwork as far as full circle, when you open it. And inside, it's just the Blu-ray and the paper interior, but really cool finish on the Steelbook. Really, really neat looking. Excellent film too if you've not seen it. So that completes my Steelbook collection. It's probably just about doubled, which it's still not a huge Steelbook collection, but it's probably just about doubled since my last collection video almost a year ago. So it's one that I've been eagerly awaiting to show off a little more again and go through, because like I mentioned, I have a little bit of a story for each and every one. So do not forget to comment down below with some of the coolest Steelbooks you have, how many you got, ones that you would recommend to pick up as well. Thank you if you have stuck around to the video at this point, and if you have not subscribed yet, make sure to do so. Also, give that video a like, I would appreciate that, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video.